Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Set. 380. You're out. Hey, go lion. Set.
That's caught by Chosen. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, LA! Robbie Chosen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
A good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Throw caught by Flowers.
Call it a gain of a yard. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
But I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up the man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Again, Jackson.
And that is incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football through the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
He's by himself, Keenan Allen.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
The Chargers at 9-1 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down.
He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this week?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Running on first down, Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try the air now with Herbert.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
That is caught. He will have the first down and a bit more.
And all the way in for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Ravens.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Jackson now. And his throw is incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing a #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes
touchdown, LA! Austin Ekeler, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little set. But couldn't find a whole lot of space. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Ekeler. Touchdown! Austin Ekeler with career touchdown number 75. And the Chargers extend their lead yet again. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Hey, Ozzy, you at Go.
Now it's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Play action. Now Jackson under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Play action. It's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd and
2. Now it's Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side. I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw here's incomplete. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Now it's Herbert. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Cap.
Out of the gun, Herbert. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw. Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say? Great defense. Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 40 yards. And the Chargers continue to pull away here this first half. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there? Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. Shedding the tackle. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. Beckham will go in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now Lamar changing the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Tucker's kick is good. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Charger drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
In motion right goes Allen.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Ooh, the juke. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Change it.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey. No, we changed it.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
13.
Now Jackson on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Report!
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Lamar changing the look. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Dobbins. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Report. Hey, report. Go. Put it in. Right shot.
Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Option play. Here's Spiller.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
12. Hey, Ram.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Fights him off. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9. At the 25-yard line.
180.
Jackson now.
A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
You change it. Hey, middle.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey. No, we changed it.
They're going to try and throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown! Odell Beckham with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? that time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Report! You.
Here's Jackson to throw. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Jackson will throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick-6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 45 yards.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. But the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field, fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And Eckler is going to pick up a Chargers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. There he goes left side.
He's still on his feet.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
50 yards.
And the Chargers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Flush to his right. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
On second down, here's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on third down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week.
And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Wow, 213 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a 3rd down throw, but he misses the target. Incomplete.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
1. Ball.